Yeah, I haven't been able to say something's truly next level in a really long time. But these are. It's one of my favorite products of the year, to be honest.
So Shaun got this very nice comment from a fella. He says, honestly, not your best design work.
He's a subscriber too.
Built well though, and looks much better than the render. That's good news. We need Chris to do his design lab thing from back in the day and pinpoint why.
I loved when you did Chris's design lab. Those videos were crazy. You had like beakers,
like you wouldn't believe.
lab coats, and you're just pinpointing all day long.
It's too chunky at the bottom. Because he's got it nailed. He says, I think it's just too chunky at the base, maybe a cutout portion to reduce the heavy look, or some brass strips at odd angles through that section. So it's fine, you know, people have different opinions, whatever.
Yeah, we talked about briefly.
It doesn't feel good to read them all the time, but...
Yeah, it's one of those things where we know by putting our stuff out onto the internet, it's not like we're asking for people's opinions, but we can't be mad when people give us their opinions.
Right. But the thing that I glom onto most is not your best design work. So it gives this feeling like every video that you put out, you're supposed to top whatever you have done that's best prior to that.
Because this is not my best thing I've ever done means that it's not good.
Yeah.
Which honestly, it could be one click below the best thing I've ever done, which is pretty dang good.
Yeah. On like the positive side of it, there'll be some comments that are like, this is the best one you've done yet.
Yeah. This is my favorite thing, or this is the best thing, or yeah.
So I figured I'd go back through my YouTube channel, looking at all the pieces that I've designed for it, and say which one are my best. Like how many times has that happened in the however many videos I've put up. So here they all are in chronological order, reverse. So this is my first video. And so by default, that has to be the best thing that I've ever designed because nothing came before it.
In your YouTube life.
Yes. We're just going based on YouTube, what people have seen. So here we go. I'm gonna start a tally mark here. So far, one time I've designed the best thing yet. All right.
All this is gonna do is just prove that this guy's comment was accurate.
Not your best work yet.
You're like
99.9% of comments should start off by saying, not your best work yet. All right, what about, is this better than this?
Yeah.
This guy. I would say this iteration of it was not. This guy.
No.
Sorry, Chris. We built that for his son.
It fell apart.
Yoki board's definitely not. Modular bed, definitely not. No, no. I say no.
I agree.
No, 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 no. This?
I mean, you didn't design that.
That's true.
初めての人が甲羅を踏んで蹴るってすごい難しいけど亀ならやっぱり踏めないとおかしいので
Bad Larry.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so Bad Larry's better than that. So now we are at 3.
I think now we're going to have
now
a
it's going
long
to be
time.
a bit. All right, this Xbox thing.
No.
No. This little hairpin table. No. A headboard. No.
A
one-legged table. No. This thing, maybe some people would say so. I do not agree.
I agree with you.
That it's not as good. Spider table.
No.
All right, this little plywood, not little, but plywood dining table thing.
That your parents have?
Yeah.
No.
It's cool, but yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
This is the whack.
No.
This is the whack thing. Is all these things are very good. They're just not your best design work.
Honestly. I sound like I'm one of those people that's like I'm a girl that gets attacked in the parking lot and there's the guy with like the big head there. No. Maybe. No. Okay, next one up is this. Is this one cooler than the original?
That's a good question. I would say I like the proportions of it better.
Yeah.
But the base I feel like was
too much.
Yeah.
Too wild.
Yeah. But I honestly, if you made original Bad Larry with these proportions.
Yeah, just like a lower.
Yeah, longer.
It was just a bigger one. It had more in it. I like the cabinet portion of this one better.
Yeah.
But like.
But
I wouldn't say that like you topped yourself because it's just like if anything it's equal.
Agreed. As a whole, it's a no.
Okay. very nice, but
Yeah,
I think this is a nicer piece of furniture, but like from a design,
yeah. You really that's one of your like you really put the time and effort into that one. That's a nice piece. Again, like yeah, if I walked into a room and the two things were in there, I would look at the Bad Larry.
yeah, but does that mean that it's a better design? What about just like if you're judging it by like, you saw this and you said, okay, here's what I think of this person's design chops.
Yeah, I would be more impressed by Bad Larry. Because like you got angles, you know, you got all your angles coming together and stuff.
I will say, like, just from the point of view of having designed both of them, that this was a lot harder for me than Bad Larry is, especially because Bad Larry is very much a two-dimensional design. Like, it's meant to look good from the front.
Yeah.
The back's up against the wall, and the side is like not good looking. It's just whatever. Whereas this looks good from every angle. This is like a 360-degree object piece.
I think there's more going on with this one, but just as something that strikes my fancy.
Yeah. Yeah, and even then if you just look at like, okay, what are you known for? Like when people think of you, what do they think of you for? They're going to think of me more for something like Bad Larry than they're going to think of me
I think
for
it's very close, but I'm still keeping Bad Larry on top.
Okay. The next thing is this chair, which again, like this chair is way harder to design than Bad Larry is to design, but it's not going to speak to as many people.
Yeah, of course. You usually have 8 of those around a table and they're just
you got one Bad Larry
for people to sit on.
Okay, so we'll give it a no again. So really the next one would be this one.
Bad Larry.
Which, so to me, yeah, this is a Bad Larry, Little Larry. Again, it's going to be the kind of the same. Like, I don't know what people would react to more. Maybe Bad Larry just because it's bigger. This is, again, the same thing, but taken to an extreme because now it looks good from all sides.
I'm going to say that's better than Bad Larry.
I think it is.
There's way more going on. It's like Bad Larry, but it's like you combine the desk and Bad Larry.
Yeah, it's a 3-dimensional Bad Larry.
Yeah.
So, for the 4th time in like 100 videos.
Pico.
Yeah, Pico is great, but yeah, not as good. And then the sim racing rig and the most recent table are not going to be.
Correct.
They're not going to out-do myself. So 4 times out of I don't know how many videos. All right, now let's do it for you.
Okay.
All right, that's your best one so far.
Yep.
So I'm going to give it a number 1.
Yep.
Okay, the broadcast thing. I mean, if you just say what's going to make more impact on people, like it's going to make more impact than the table.
Yeah, I do.
It's more original, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a yeah.
Yeah.
You've outdone yourself.
Yeah, I think so.
What's next? This?
That was more a exercise in like wire, electronics and making it. So it was really just a cabinet. So
no.
Impressive to make it all work, but not a better designed thing, I don't think. Cantilever coffee table number 1.
Is it a not as good version, essentially?
My second version I made on Foureyes is better.
Okay.
Now the stool, I think, is one of my better.
I would say yes to the stool.
Yeah.
Like to me, that would impress me more walking into a room and seeing
now,
it. Than...
I think probably some of that has to do with the fact that, you're a woodworker furniture guy. Because I think that it's a simple design, but it looks.
It's got like a lot of little details.
Yeah. I think it's one of the better things I've done.
And now here's where you're gonna hit your peak.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, there's Glenn, but I think the stool is better than Glenn.
Glenn does not succeed.
I don't think so. Because I initially, so like my YouTube obviously is a little different. I built Glenn long before I built the bar stool in real life. Glenn with the ottoman, I would say is better than the bar stool. Okay.
This rocking chair does not top it.
No.
This dining table does not top it.
Chair.
This chessboard does not.
Right.
Here you go. Cabinet. This little son of a bee.
That thing's pretty friggin' cool.
But it doesn't top it.
No, I mean, see, that's what's hard. Like that and the
when it's stuff that you worked on, it feels different.
Well, and also like that and the record player. If the liquor cabinet was just how it looks in the left-hand side, then I'd be like, no. But then the fact that it rises up and, you know, I'm like, that's pretty friggin' cool. But it's really just two boxes that are, you know, one's inside of the other. Most proud of duplicating that mid-century table base, I will say. that was hard.
Somebody else's design.
It was really hard. Here.
Now we're getting into something.
I will say, yeah, that is better than Glenn. In my eyes, I'm
going to say no. Okay. I think Glenn is better. So if we go just off of striking, yes. Glenn, to me, is more... Like, the one thing I would say about this is the seat portion compared to the heftiness of the leg portion.
Yeah.
Like, gives it kind of like a bell-bottomy.
It has better angles.
So, yeah, it's close. Like, to me, this is harder to design. As a woodworker, I would look at this and be like, this is harder and more impressive. But I don't know that it makes it better.
Yeah. I mean, we can stay with Glenn. I'm fine. It's like, you know, choosing between...
Two kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, until we get to the floor lamp.
Until we get to the floor lamp, which is honestly...
my best work.
Your best work.
Yeah, I agree.
Our best pieces so far are Glenn and Larry. That Glenn is on its kind of like... It's close to the first iteration, but it's like a third iteration or so.
Yeah.
And Larry is, you know, I've built them like in 7 different configurations probably. And this one is better than the other ones.
Yeah.
So like you can keep iterating on an idea.
Oh, definitely. And we iterate on stuff far less than most people
we don't have the opportunity to because people don't want to watch an 8th Bad Larry video probably. Right? I think that's it.
Was that funny enough?
It wasn't supposed to be funny. It was more like interesting. We're gonna go through our stuff. We managed to take a dumb comment and turn it into something positive.
Instead of just sitting here bagging on.
He's a good guy.
No, he's not.
There you go.